Good morning, everyone. I hope you're having an absolutely magical day. Thank you so much for joining me bright and early on this Saturday. I'm so glad that I can share some of the weekend with you. It's great to be here. Great to be able to share it with you. Let's say hi to a few of our friends who checked in early. I see a lot of wonderful names of people who have checked in early, even where you're from. Liam, Robert, Jean, I think, Tanya, Edward, Anastasia, Vicky. Let's go scrolling down. More Anastasia, Vicky. Good to see you all. Great conversations, by the way. I was reading some of those. Lab Monkey, Alexis, Rebecca, Samantha, Chelsea, Samara, Joey, Craig's Robotics, Vicky, Ben, Michelle, Shaky, Lisa, Desar Diva, Maja, Renee, Fun Disney Fan, Jean, Robin, Amber, The Kilt Guy, Cindy, Josh, Samara, Lonnie, Danielle, Gianna, Fran, Guy, it's long list here of wonderful friends who have joined us. Hunter, R. Walter, Barbara, Joyce, Nicholas, Jennifer, Nate, Lauren and Mark, Thomas, Kristen, Stephen, Colton, Magical News, Jane, and Walter. Good to see you all this morning. Thank you for being a part of the magic with me. What an adventure I've been making. So now that we've seen all of the vlogs, we can talk about all the vlogs together. On our last live stream, they were not all done, so we can talk all about that. And happy spring. It's officially spring, even though here in the DC area, we had like 5 inches of snow the other day just to start spring off. So, we didn't get snow for the rest of the year, but we get it now. You know how it is. Good morning, everybody. Tracy, Kim, Jen, Patrick, Tim, Jennifer, Lullaby Girl, good to see you. Hi from Baltimore. Oh, okay. Hi from Baltimore. You're close by. You're not too far away at all. Good morning to you. Another one of those magical mornings where we get to think about all sorts of Disney fun stuff, and there's a lot to talk about today. There's a lot to talk about today. Kate, thanks for asking. I'm doing very well. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Athena. Fun Disney. Yes, no, it's a good Disney morning. No question about it. So, you've seen all the vlogs. You've seen all the footage. You've seen all the adventure. What did you think? Did you have fun with me? Did you enjoy it? Was it a fun experience? It was, to me, I mean, I've said this, and I haven't really gotten many questions about it, which I'm happy about that. And I'm making a video now about the impossible question. You'll hear about it more. I think that it'll come out in 2 or 3 days. Thank you. Hashtag Michael's the best. DC is more than 5. I live near it. More than 5 inches? Oh, okay. Well, my area got 5 inches. Amazing cruise vlog. I'm so glad you liked it, Kristen. Are you still full from all the amazing food on your cruise? Gianna, I have to work on that. I'm telling you, I lost weight, and then I went on like a trip with my family and went on a Disney cruise, and there's a little bit of a rebound effect there. But working on it. It's work in progress. I'm back on the other side of it, so I'm trying to work my way back down for the water park adventures that I have on my mind. You love them. I'm so glad that's such kind comments. Video quality has vastly improved over time. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad you're liking the new vlogging style. It's not like new. It's just like I'm trying to incorporate more. There's more time lapses to it, more music bits. Oh, I'm always looking to improve. Me, but it's a lot of fun. Love watching you guys parasail and jet ski. And by the way, I found out more. Apparently, it wasn't supposed to only last for 5 minutes. I think it's supposed to last for 10. But since it's a third-party company, apparently sometimes it doesn't last the full 10. It happens. Just FYI. So parasailing, if it's your thing, you might like it, but I, again, didn't think it was worth the cost. I live in Hagerstown. So, you're not 14 inches in Hagerstown? Wow. You got a lot of snow. Love your videos. Oh, I'm so glad. I am so glad to hear that. Love you helped me pick up some excursions for cruise next month. Oh, are you going to try jet skiing? Who's going to try jet skiing now? I'm telling you. Seriously, amazing. You put so much work into the vlogs, and it shows. Thank you, Tracy. Yes, I try to make them fun for you. I really do. Blizzard Beach is my favorite water park. That's where we're going for the July 4th Toy Story opening trip. That's going to be great. Michael, you look great when you are in dress clothes for Disney pictures. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, so first day of spring. So today I wanted to talk to you more about a certain thing. There's a thing on my mind, and I'm going to put up a warning in a moment. But if you haven't been Disney cruising before, there is a warning you should know about. There's a warning here, and it's right here on this image that was put on a topic that I brought up on Facebook. Warning, Disney cruising can be habit forming. This is real. This is legit. This is happening. So, my love for Disney World, and I keep bringing this up again. Disney. I talk about it a lot. I'm really, happy to get negative comment. Well, not negative comments, but people who said, Michael, are you losing your love for Disney World because of Disney Cruise Line? I don't think that's how it works. I think it's You know, they're two different things of the same magical experience. You know, Disney World, Disney Cruise, it's the same. It's not the same, but they're both magical. It's hard to explain. But I've been dealing with something that I have given an interesting acronym to called PDCLS, Post Disney Cruise Line Syndrome. Now, that's not. I want to start that off by saying there are people who really do deal with syndromes. And it's very important. And I want to say a big shout out to all of those who serve in the armed forces. You know how I feel about this. All those who served in the armed forces, there are some of those who actually have these disorders after serving in combat. I do not want to take away from that. Very important that I bring that up to you because you know how I feel about all those people who serve, families who serve, those who served in our armed forces, it everywhere. So I really, really appreciate it. So this is making, you know, it's a joke. I want to make sure you know it's a joke, but just wanted to say that because you know how I feel about that. Anyway, so this is happening, and some of the side effects of this funny syndrome is every single day I'm on the Disney Cruise Line website. Every single day. And so it's become intense, you know. And you might be thinking to yourself, Michael, do you think less of Disney World, all these things? No, not at all. And you know, and people say, you know, is it the same magic for you? It's a different kind of magic. You know, it's new for me. So that's a big part of it too. This is new for me. This is exciting. I was with my brother, was with my family on all the cruises I've been on. So there's a lot to it. I'm going to read some of your comments now since I've missed so many of them. I'm going to read some of them. Love that you honor the troops. Of course. That is so important to me. It's not just the troops. There's public servants in police, in firefighters, ambulance. There are so many people who serve our communities. It's so important to me. It is so important to me that you know how much you are valued. So important. It's funny to see you posting on different Facebook pages. Yes, no, I try to share the magic. We don't take it seriously, but watching the end of the cruise really gave us the blues. Robert, you were not alone there. I felt it too. Quinith, good to see you. Thanks for joining me. All right, hang on. Let me answer some more of those comments because I've missed some comments here. Let me tell you. Whoops. All right, let me turn that volume down. I need to go on a Disney cruise. I'm telling you, magical Disney news. You will love it. You will absolutely love it. Love the hat. The hat? Love that. Okay. Sounds like a habit I want to pick up. It's an expensive habit. Renee, expensive habit. I'm serious. Clean up. Oh, you clean up great, Mike. Oh, thank you very much. Sat here making mode, keeping envelopes. Would you suggest a charter for us to make? A character for us to make. Mickey. Go for Mickey. Jet skiing is so much fun. It is. It absolutely is. Do you have another countdown for July 4th? I sure do. Did you say after July 4th? I've been working on some stuff. We're going to talk about that. I've been working on it. We'll see. Hi from Toronto. Hi there. If I had 1 week of vacations, if you had 1 week of vacations, would you pick 1 week Disney World or Disney Cruise? I'm making a video about this. It goes back and forth. I'm going to make a video about this. Sorry I'm late. You're right on time. Good to see you. Hi, Michael. Hi there. How are you? I really want to do a Disney cruise now. I'm telling you, amazing. Love this Disney shirt. I got it from a friend. This is the 25th anniversary of Disneyland Paris. Love these shirts. You send me, you know I like limited edition Disney shirts. Love these. Thank you so much again. It means a lot. Michael, do you know what time you arrive at Orlando International Airport on your Toy Story trip? And what's your first? I will be there on the 29th of June. I think my flight's at 10 in the morning, so I arrive noonish. I can't remember. I don't have it on the top of my head. Is Disney? Oh, I've been bitten by the Disney cruise bug. No question about it. It's habit forming. The vlogs definitely make me want to give Disney Cruise Line a try. Well, I'm glad you like them. Your setup is the best. This setup or the vlog setup? Let me know. You're not late. You are not late at all, Quentin. Not at all. 5-night cruise on the Magic, going up for the 6th cruise. Finally, a gold member. Welcome to it. Oh, I would love to be a gold member. You know, I'm thinking about cruises, and I think the least expensive. This type of vacation, I can't. I mean, I go to Disney World 4 or 5 times a year. I can't see myself doing a Disney cruise more than twice a year simply because of expenses. It's expensive. It's expensive. So I've been looking at 2019. I'm trying to figure it out. I love to see your cruise and then World, then cruise. Switch back and forth. Exactly, Jenna. And I love that. I absolutely love that. Oh, actually, we'll get back to that topic in a minute. Give Royal Caribbean cruises a try. Wants to compare. I'm going to talk about that in a second. Great follow-up. Thank you. Do you have to sit with strangers for dinner? We didn't sit with anyone else for dinner, but everyone that we spoke to, and we spoke to a lot of different families, was so super friendly. Both, oh my gosh, both are great, Michael. Right, it's just talking about I was just talking about the computer. Oh, and the pins. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad you like it. One day I will change the style, but I'm hoping to improve upon this. So I'm glad you like it. Definitely want to book a cruise now, right? Trying California for cruise first. It's I want to book a cruise now too. Let me tell you, Lauren and Mark, we're staying one night at Pop, then 7-night cruise. Will the bus take us to the airport or to the port? It can do either, whichever you prefer. We did the airport to, my grandmother wanted to get back to the airport just to make that transition a little bit easier for her. So that's what they decided to do, but you can do either. Michael, is the Golden Oak stream going? How's the Golden Oak stream going? Well, let me tell you, a lot of friends have reached out to me and said, Michael, you should do Patreon, you should do this, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. But just you watching and being a part of it really does help. And the Golden Oaks, wow. Golden Oaks dream is still, well, always on my mind. But if I could just Disney cruise forever, I would be just as happy. There's a lot of thought. If you could Disney cruise for I don't know, a long time or live in Golden Oaks, which would you choose? That's a tough question. That's a toughie. I might do Disney cruise. Well, I want to be close to Disney World though. Oh, that's a toughie. I feel like as soon as I did one, I would choose the other. I don't know. Your cruise vlogs, I've watched 3 times to pass the vacay cruise fever. I'm so glad you like them. Hey, Michael, do you have hours of video of the bottom of the ocean at Castaway Cay? I have. So it was about 47 minutes of footage that it took before it shut off on the bottom of Castaway Cay. But yeah, it's some time. Anthony did our first 4-night from New York in October, planning a 7-day from Port Canaveral. Disney Day included. It's so magical. It's so magical. So excited. We're heading to Coronado Springs tonight. Have a wonderful time. Shim and grits equals instant happiness. Glad your daughter? Glad, I'm guessing your daughter. Love them. Yes, they were fantastic. Are you staying at Pop for the next adventure? I am. That's, again, money savings. I am not, all this money all over the place. So I have to save money where I can. Pop Century allows me to go more frequently. So that will probably be the resort for foreseeable future. Got to work on that. Michael, Golden Oaks only costs $2 million. Right. We'll get there. Maybe. My Banshee is named Blaze. Hi, Blaze. That's a tough one. I'd have to go with Golden Oaks. You should go to the cruise with the Sea Critters. Sea Critters. Check out their Sea Cruisers. Check out their channel. I'll have to do that. I'm drinking tea. This morning. Spiced chai. It's really good. Not. I don't drink alcohol, so spiced chai. You get it. You're acting great. Really thought Disney hadn't found your camera. Oh, right. When Dave and I were walking away from guest services, and we were like, I have some news for you. Yeah, that was funny. Were you pleased with your scuba mask? I was. The snorkel mask was great. I would definitely recommend it. Just make sure it was from Amazon. I think it cost $25. Fit the whole face, and you could just breathe normally. I loved it. I have a Banshee named Pegasus. It's a great name for a Banshee. It really, really is. So if you're a Castaway Club member, how far in advance do you book these trips? That's one thing I've been trying to figure out. Do you book them? I've been thinking about booking them 2 years in advance, a year and a half in advance. But I'm really hoping to see other cruise itineraries coming out soon. I'm trying to book one and then another. I love those double countdowns. Absolutely love them. But having that Toy Story Land opening coming up in less than 100 days now makes for an amazing double countdown. You should do another Cooking with Michael episode. Yes, I should. I got to get to that. How's David enjoying his new job? Thanks for asking. He's loving it. He's absolutely loving it. Much better environment. Michael, have unlimited Disney cruise trips. Any cruise you want every time. 20 years, Golden Oaks. That's true. It's not, it's different ideas. No question about it. How many times did you meet Mickey on your trips on the Wonder? Oh, gosh. 3 or 4. A lot. We met Mickey a few times. No, this is not just today's video. I also have a video that comes out on the day of. Michael, would you rather have unlimited Disney cruise trips? Any ship you want, unlimited everything for 20 years, or Golden Oaks? Oh, gosh. If I was choosing, I'd probably pick one, and then after a few years, I'd say I want to do the other. You know what I mean? I'd want to go back and forth, because I can't answer that question. I can't say one is better than another. They're just different. Disney Cruise and Disney World are totally different. Mealtime will come up soon, eventually, one of these days. Michael, what's your favorite sushi dish you've ever tasted? That's a good question. I think it would be from California Grill. The salmon sashimi at California Grill, I think, was my favorite. It was amazing. if you had Patreon, you could get extra money. That's true, I could, but I feel like I take away from other people's magic if I do that. I don't know. I still, it's an internal battle for myself, but I really appreciate your generosity. I'm always, very kind friends sending me gift cards means a great deal, and shirts and all these wonderful things. Maybe one day in the future, maybe. I gotta think about it. Don't remember if it was your vlog, but did you do a placeholder? Yes, I did. So I'm thinking about when I'm going to use that soon. One of these days, I will be doing a mail time soon. One of these days. All right, so moving on. The tickets for Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party and Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party have just been released. I'll be making a whole video about those days, and you'll find them in the comments and all that good stuff. Are you planning to go to either of these parties? What do you think? Okay, you know how I like to give you sneak peeks before but on the live streams anyway. I am thinking about Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, as you might know, and I'm thinking about the earlier dates. Hint, hint. Yeah. Where is David? He is in Northern California. Aside from Disney, what brings happiness in your life? Family besides Disney. How was your sushi last night? It was fantastic. Oh, you saw that post on Facebook and Instagram. It was fantastic. Super good. It's really, really good. What is a placeholder? Tracy, great general live Q&A question. Placeholder is when you are on a Disney cruise ship and you put down money for a future Disney cruise ship. So $250 for a placeholder, and you get 10% off your next Disney cruise, plus that money that you put down is used toward the cruise, and you get onboard credit. So it's a super incentive to come back, and I want to be a platinum level club member. Oh, by the way, on that topic, let's talk about those other cruise lines. I made a video recently, and I cannot tell you how appreciative I am for your comments, your insight. I had friends emailing me, telling me what they thought about Royal Caribbean and Carnival and all these things. Norwegian, Celebrity, and Disney Cruise Line. And I cannot begin to tell you how much I appreciate it. I can't. And I've done my research too. I've done a lot of homework on this. And I've come to some conclusions, which I'm going to tell you in a minute, but I really do appreciate it. And I shared a lot of it with David. David and I read through your comments. I tried to comment back as many as I can. Our community is growing so fast now. It's hard for me to keep up, but just know that I really appreciate it. And it's hard to describe to you how that feels to be able to have a community that helps me out and is able to say, okay, Michael, here are the advantages, disadvantages, and all of this. And I really do appreciate it. Let me know what your thoughts are in the live stream, and then I'm going to I'm going to read your comments first, and then I'm going to tell you what my thoughts have been after reading your comments. Michael booked a split Pop Century French Quarter trip for this summer. We can't wait. French Quarter is amazing. You're going to love it. So is Pop Century. It's fantastic. You're about to hit 6,000 subscribers. I am, and it's thanks to you. It really is. We have such a wonderful community of great friends. I love it. I absolutely love sharing the magic. Thanks for being a part of it with me. I went last year to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, so I would love to go for Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party this year. Just the cost. I know. No, I know exactly how you feel. And I'm thinking about that too, because I want to do another Disney cruise, but I don't think I can do Not So Scary, Very Merry, and another Disney cruise. I don't think I can balance all those costs, so I don't know. Oh yeah, if you see me at Disney, come say hi. I am always happy to say hi to friends. Almost 6,000. I know. It's amazing feeling. Needing a Cooking with Michael segment. I see those pretzels. Those are cool emojis. No one can do it like Disney. No other cruise line but Disney. Candace. I couldn't break away from Disney Cruise Line. Colton, I don't blame you. Michael, you are a super person. You're too kind. Your compliments, you don't know what they mean to me. You don't. I really appreciate it, everyone. I really do. Quentin, I think I'm saying your name right, Quentin. If I'm not, please correct me. Quentin, going to Old Key West in August. I've heard great things. Again, I haven't been since I was young. Maybe that's one I have to check out soon. Michael, I've heard from everyone. Carnival is a no-no. Yeah, I'm not really interested in Carnival. Which ship did you like better? I did a video about this, I think 2 days ago. They are both fantastic. The longer itinerary. So let me elaborate on that video. The longer itinerary is always going to win for me. No matter which ship it is, I think the longer itinerary is going to win. So if I see the Dream and the Wonder, and the Dream's got 3 nights and the Wonder's got 7 nights, it's Wonder right away for 7 nights. But if it's just the ships in the exact same itinerary, the exact same days, I probably will pick the newer, larger ships for small things, small details. Is it a deal breaker? Not at all. Not at all. But I like the newer ones. They're really nice. My favorite person, Lisa, you're too kind. When you say 2021 is 50 years, is that Magic Kingdom or Disney World? That is Magic Kingdom. Yes, Disney World, Magic Kingdom. Wonder what the castle will look like. Me too. I don't think it'll be a cake. Do you have a Disney bedroom? Not necessarily, no. I would feel like I was cheating on Disney. That's my thoughts too. Even seriously, join DVC and use your points for the cruises. It's a good idea. Try the Fantasy. It is my favorite cruise ship. I want to try it, Quentin. I really do. I'm looking forward to seeing you back at Walt Disney World, though. Oh, me too. Jennifer, again, this is the hard part for me because I love both. I really do. And for me to be able to have to like choose these things, I have to choose now. And this is going to be a continuous problem. I have to keep going back and forth. I think way ahead, and I'm thinking about, okay, Mickey's Not So Scary, Very Merry, or Disney Cruise Line. You know what I mean? Like that's hard for me. And I was actually thinking about, then there was the decision: do we do this one cruise David and I were looking at Disney, and I would have had to not go to Not So Scary and Very Merry. I would have had to cancel both Walt Disney World trips in order to afford this cruise line trip. So it's decision making that's the hardest part. Try the Fantasy is my favorite trip. I'm looking forward to it too. Michael, did you try room service on the cruise? I did not. That's the one thing I didn't try, or one of 3 things I didn't try. Michael, what motivates you every day? David, that's a really good question. There are a lot of things that motivate me. I love Disney. I love sharing my passion. I wake up and I'm looking forward to editing and creating videos. And that's something that's very important. You have to love what you do. And if you don't love it, it's not only going to come through in how you feel, but other people will be able to tell how you feel. Like my family members can tell every single day. And they say, oh, Michael, yeah, you love what you're doing. You love it, absolutely. And I think you can tell too. But it will come off. You have to just love what you do, and that will wake you up and get you motivated for the day. Would you do another combo, Walt Disney World and cruise again? Absolutely, absolutely. No Carnival. No, I saw. Yeah, I just don't think. See, that's the problem. I believe I've done the best Disney Cruise Line. Not that saying the other ones are bad, but if I did Royal Caribbean or Norwegian or something like that, maybe it's like you feel a difference, like Universal, and then you go Carnival, and it's like that's a bigger step down. In my personal opinion, some people love Carnival. Not trying to say bad things about Carnival, but that's just what I've heard. Michael, do you decide on a room category when booking cruise? Yes. How do I decide? I look at the expense. I'm telling you, I'm sorry I keep bringing up money, but I look at expense quite a bit, and so I think future cruises for me will all be inside rooms, just because. Yeah, I'd love veranda, but I can't justify that price. Maybe when I have 10,000 subscribers or 100,000 subscribers or 50,000 subscribers, we'll do something special. But oh my gosh. Michael, what are your top 3 Walt Disney World rides? Oh gosh, Liam. Number 1, Flights of Passage. Number 2, I'm going to say Expedition Everest today. And number 3, let's say Space Mountain. Great rides. If you cruised on Disney, you shouldn't bother with the other ones. Do you vlog full time? No, I don't. I wish it's a thought. A lot of friends have brought it up to me, Michael, you should do this full time. No, I have a full-time job. And I do this actually on the side, but it does take up quite a bit of my time, as you can imagine, but it's fun. I'd love to do it full-time one day. I want to try cruise, but if I have the money, I can't tear myself away from Walt Disney World. Exactly, Vicky. And that was my biggest problem, which is why I didn't cruise for so long. I hadn't, this is my second Disney cruise ever. So you just have to try it. And it's every person has their own favorites. Okay. Any tips on starting vlogs for Disney? Be passionate about what you do and enjoy it, and it doesn't matter. You can use your phone to start vlogging and enjoy it. It's something that you have to enjoy, and the process too. You have to enjoy the process. Okay, so my thoughts about the other cruise lines. Now you were so helpful again. Thank you again. Here are my thoughts. After reading everything that you wrote, after seeing the polls, reading what you wrote, reading the comments on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, everywhere, and reading some, the Cruise Critic is a great website. I don't know if you looked at that website. A friend of mine recommended me to it. Cruise Critic was super good. They reviewed everything. Everyone else's reviews are on there. After looking at these videos, after reading these stories, after following up, if I am going to book a Disney cruise, and let's say I'm going to treat someone. I haven't been able to do that yet. My brother and I split the last cruise. But let's say I was treating someone to a cruise. It's going to be Disney. And I'm going to give reasons in a moment. But for me, I'm a Disney guy, and I rewatched my own video, and I was able to okay, Michael, clearly you feel this way. I'm a Disney guy. I love everything about Disney, the service, the food, the cast members, the crew, everything about it was an A+ vacation. A+. I mean, nothing would have changed. Nothing. Even the Castaway Key double dip. I mean, everything was perfect. So if it's so good, not only am I going to be comparing the two, and let's say I can put my mind out of it for a minute. Let's say I was able to go on, let's Royal, just because that's the other one that I was really thinking about. And I was able to take my mind out of it and say, okay, this is going to be fun. This is like just something else. This is like Hershey Park, and I've been to Hershey Park many times, which is it's a great theme park. That's a theme park in Pennsylvania, great one. You should check it out. And I've been several times. It's great, but it's not Disney, and I know that, and I go to it even knowing it's not Disney, and I enjoy it. So I think I would enjoy a Royal Caribbean cruise. Now, why am I bringing this up? Because let's say my brother says, okay, Michael, I want to go on another cruise, and I want to go in November of this year. And I really want to go. It's really important to me. I don't think he'd be able to because of the new job, but we'll see. And I really want to do this, but I have only this much money, and I saw this Royal Caribbean cruise. Can we plan this? What do you think? I would definitely go with him. So is it that I'm unwilling to go to other cruise lines? Not at all. But if I'm prioritizing one, if I'm looking at the websites, if I'm browsing, if I'm reviewing, if I'm trying to find time off work and spend money and all of these things, I'm going to prioritize Disney Cruise over the other. Now, I have no doubt that in the future, probably within a few years, I'll be trying one of the other ones with a family member. Let's say my grandmother and whole family want to try Royal. I'm going to try it with them and vlog the whole thing. But just so those are my thoughts about it. So that's the general thought I had. I'm a Disney guy. I want to do Disney. That's my priority. I'm definitely probably going to try one of these others at a future point in time. Not because I'm like, oh my gosh, I got to get to Royal. It's because David or someone in my family says, let's try this. Let's give this a try. I'm going to say, okay, let's do it. I'm ready to go, with the family. But those are my thoughts. I hope that makes sense. Sorry if I rambled a little bit, but those are my thoughts. Thank you again for yours. All right. I got to answer some questions. I have missed so many comments now. I feel bad. How's the CRV? It's fantastic. Exactly the same list as mine. I'm so glad to hear it, Lamy. I'm going to send you some stuff soon in the mail. I really appreciate that. I love mail time. You don't need to spend enough time in the room to qualify the cost on the cruise. Exactly, right. If you were sitting on the veranda the whole time, I can understand that cost. If you are anything like me, every other cruise line you sail with, you will always compare to Disney. Right. I have a feeling I'll never be able to take my mind away from it. Like, oh, this is fun, but it's always going to be that but, you know what I mean? So it's something to consider. Have you ever considered ABD? Doing ABD? I'm not familiar with that acronym. Please explain. Robert, Michael, have you ever thought about making and submitting a video to Disney to becoming a new host? I've thought about it. I've definitely thought about it. Maybe I'll keep, if you know anyone there or someplace I could send a video, let me know. I'll send one. Come back to Hershey Park again. Do a vlog from there. It's 10 minutes away from my house, and we'll go all the time. It's a great park. Oh, yeah, Hershey Park is fun. It's great. Top 3 Walt Disney World restaurants. Let's talk about not signature service. Let's talk about something quick. Let's talk about, top 3 quicker service. Not quick service, but quicker. It's a new term. Geyser Point, big fan of. Well, Sci-Fi Dine. I'm going to say Sci-Fi Dine-In Theater just because it's on my mind today. Okay, so these aren't in any particular order. And Sanaa. Those are just some off the top of my head. Adventures by Disney. Oh, thank you. See, there you go. See. Okay, and there's another example. Thank you for following. Thank you very much for bringing that up to me. Adventures by Disney. Let's say I do another Disney cruise. I can do so many Disney cruises, and then I really want to see the Disney parks around the world. I want to go to Aulani in Hawaii. I want to do Adventures by Disney. There's so many Disney things for me to do and it kind of does feel like cheating on Disney. If I was doing that, I'd be going to Royal, and I'm still planning. I'm sure we're going to do that in the future. I'm sure my family wants to try that because my grandmother loved cruising. She loved it. She wants to go again. And we're all trying to conserve money. So I'm sure we're going to try it, but those are my thoughts. I just wanted you to know that. Hopefully that makes sense. Michael, how dare you go onto Universal Store? Right. Scary. Super scary. What was your favorite meal food on the Disney cruise? It was Tiana's Place, and it was the shrimp and grits. Amazing. Best room on the smallest ship on Disney Cruise Line or worst room? Not that there are any. I wouldn't know. I haven't been enough to be able to tell you. The bumpy room that we had last time was the far aft of the ship. It was not, I would do that room again so fast. You have no idea how quickly I would do that room again. So quickly. And, some people can't sleep through it. And that's fine. I could have. And David did too. And it was no problem. So just something to try. I want to try it forward next time just to try the differences, but still. Michael, my family and I are going on a long trip to Walt Disney World next spring break. Any tips for those longer vacations with a lot of people? Take your time, plan it out what you want to do, but be able to enjoy the little moments. Hopefully that makes sense. Do you want to go to Disney Hawaii? Absolutely. Make a churro for cooking with Michael. There's an idea. Adventure by Disney prices are, oh gosh, I missed that. Are Adventures by Disney prices, I missed that comment. I'm guessing are good. Whoops. That comment flew by. Seabass was great too. It really was. Michael, are you left-handed or right-handed? Right-handed. Take a deep breath. No time with your family will be mistaken on any cruise. Exactly. Exactly. Michael, if you won $5 million, what would you do? I would probably start vlogging full time and go on a lot of trips and move. Oh gosh, yeah. Probably move to Golden Oaks and vlog full time. Yeah, that's probably what I'd do. That'd be amazing. Why don't you work at Disney? Because there's a lot of factors. You know, there's a lot of factors, but I love being able to share the magic. Maybe one day I will. Who knows? Gardner Grocer was awesome for longer trips. Stock up on snacks and breakfast foods. Oh, that's great advice. Right, absolutely great advice. Can you use DVC points for Disney Cruise? You sure can, and they do DVC presentations too on the cruise lines. OMG, works keeps getting in the way of me watching. No, go back. It's okay. If you have to work, I understand. Pop Century twice. Oh, gosh. I'm missing so many comments. I am so sorry. Please forgive me. What resort should I stay at? Pop Century twice. Art of Animation. I've been to Pop Century twice. Art of Animation and Sports twice. I like Pop Century a lot. Great money saver. Great spot to be. One bus stop. It's fantastic. Aren't you glad about the photo package? So glad. Thank you for that advice. Hello from Brazil. How are you? That's great. All the way from Brazil. Cheating on Disney. I'm glad I'm not the only one who says that. Yeah, it's not direct. You know, I could go to Universal tomorrow. I've never been. And it wouldn't, you know, you can't say cheating on Disney. You know, that some people say that. I use that expression because I heard it, but it's probably a bad expression. It's which priorities are most important. And I love Disney. And that's one thing that I just love doing. I love Disney, and I feel like my passion, if I was on Royal Caribbean, I'd be like, oh, this is cool, but you know what I mean? So it's there's something about it. Anyway, those are just my 2 cents. I know I'm probably going to try the other ones probably sooner rather than later, actually, because my family wants to go again very badly, and you know, we're trying to save up for that Disney cruise, but at the same time, they want to try something else. I don't know. So just so you know my thoughts, but just take my DVC points. I always that's very kind of you to offer. That's extremely kind of you to offer. Thank you. Would you rather go on a 4-day vacation to Walt Disney World in a week or an 8-day trip in 3 months? 4-day or 4-day trip every week rather than 8-day trip every 3 months. Yes. With the new Epcot France, do you think they are going to build a better Eiffel Tower? Maybe. Oh, that's a good point. They might. There's a lot of things happening in Epcot, by the way. Let's switch gears. We can move away from cruises because there are some of us in the family who have never been on a cruise before, so I don't want to make this one-sided. I recommend it, but not one-sided. The workers at Universal aren't like the cast members at Disney. Huge difference. Disney does it best. The cast members, everything about it. They do it best. They really do. I would like to go on a Disney cruise. However, I cannot swim. The water terrifies me. What would you say to someone to calm their nerves about booking a cruise? Very good question, Janet. I've known people who have gone on cruises and don't know how to swim. It's not on the cruise, on the Disney cruise, you will feel slight moving back and forth of the ship, but when you're doing everyday things, you really aren't going to feel it that much. And you'll be able to look out on the water and see the beauty of the water. And this is a picture that I took, and it looks fantastic. I mean, it looks amazing. And you might not be, interested in standing as close to the rail, even though that's extremely safe. You might not be as interested, but Disney takes every precaution possible. And this is another thing. There are life jackets in your room. So let's say you're afraid that you're going to wake up and you're going to see water everywhere. Not going to happen, just saying, with Disney. But there are life jackets in your room to help calm you a little bit, just in case. You're always going to have something there to help you out, and they're so good on safety. It's another big thing for Disney, so a lot of things there. We spent 1 day at Universal during our last trip. We've been before, and I do still love it, but I'm really not interested in going back for a long time. I'd rather do Disney all the time. And let me tell you, I miss Disney World right now. I miss Disney World because I haven't been since New Year's, and that's not that long ago. But for me, usually it's every 3 or 4 months or so. And so I miss it a lot. So there's a lot of back and forth for me. You'll see that in another video. Go do your thing. If you got to go, I understand. Thanks for joining me. I'm excited for Toy Story Land. Opening is going to be unbelievable. I'm telling you. And I don't think the crowds are going to be as intense, but it's going to be a lot of fun. And there are going to be a lot of things I'm going to get for giveaways. I'm already thinking about it. It's the first thing on my mind. But it's really amazing. Michael, I say we all pull in $1 to send you a week's Disney vacation and stay at the Polynesian. That's very, very kind of you to think of. That's extremely kind of you to think of. Maybe in the future, but I don't want to take away from your magic either. I don't know. I'm so split on this conversation. This is a toughie, and there's I don't know. I'll think about it. Thank you very much. Very kind of you. Have you heard any rumors about expansion of Pandora? I have. Nothing official or confirmed, but I've heard some rumors. early on, they were talking about how they already had plans to build out Pandora even further in the back, where that the gate is near Pangu Pangu. Yes, Pangu Pangu. It's there. There's a gate behind there, and some people were saying that they might expand, right away because it's so popular. Maybe, but I think those rumors might be kind of mixing together with some Indiana Jones rumors and some Zootopia Land rumors. So there's a lot of rumors flying around. It's hard to know what's accurate right now, but we know Epcot's changing, so that's something we do know. Michael, have you stayed at Polynesian? If yes, how was it? It was unbelievable. I stayed there when I was younger. Just a dream come true adventure. Really, really amazing. Polynesian is an unbelievable resort, and waking up there in the morning is wow. Free 2-night contemporary club level or free 7-night all-star sports? Oh gosh, 2-night contemporary club level or 7-night all-star sports. That's toughy. That's tough. I would probably do 7-night just because I like the longer trips. I like to be able to feel like I'm not rushed, but contemporary club level, that's a toughie. If you could stay at any resort next trip, which would it be? Next trip I'd probably do Animal Kingdom Lodge, Kidani, or Beach Club. I haven't been to either of those in a while. What would be a prime location for Disney to build a new resort somewhere in the world? How about right here, near Maryland? I don't know. So, where else in the world could they build? Maybe, I don't know. That's a good question. They could build one on like a Caribbean island and, take a ship to get there. I don't know. It's a tough question. We stayed at Copper Creek Villas. Oh, how was it? Did you like it? Have you stayed at Copper Creek? Let me know. I've never stayed there. Polynesian is so relaxing. It really is. It's amazing. This is a random question, but do you think it is possible that Imagineers will build a whole new park in Walt Disney World anytime soon? Anytime soon is the important point there. One day? Yes. One day. Could it be 10 years down the road? Yes, it could. Do I think it'll be soon? No, I don't think so. I think that they're doing a lot more of the expansion nowadays. So I think that's at least 10, 15 years down the road for a brand new park. That's way far. That's far. Have you done Disney Boardwalk? Yes, when I was much younger. Again, a lot of these deluxe that I went when I was younger, so I have to go back. But this is the problem. You see what I mean? Like, I want to go back to the deluxe resorts, even though I do the tour with you all the time, but I haven't stayed there in a long time. So I would love to do more of those, but I want to do more Disney cruises. I want to start going on Adventures by Disney. I want to go to the Disney parks in Hawaii and all over the world. So, you know what I mean? This is tough. Disneyland, California. See, it's California right there. I'm not sure. I'm hoping to get out to California again soon. Michael, have you heard about the Royals Coco Cay Island? Yes, I have. They're building a whole new, basically, water park there. But if I'm not mistaken, you have to pay for all the water activities at Coco Cay, right? I thought so. Favorite Disney trip of all time? It's getting much more difficult to answer because my favorite trips are starting to blend together. Because here's why. The cruise that I just went on with my brother was the first time David and I have been on a long trip like that in a while. We went on the family vacation. He was with me. But to be able to go with him, it was fantastic. One of my favorites. But I also loved Mickey's Not So Scary last year and the year before that when I went as Prince Charming. There were so many trips. And there was one with my family for Christmas Day. It was 2011. There were so many trips that I can look back on now that are like my favorites. So they're just all different. I love them all. Do you recommend... Will you give us all the progress? Gondola system from Pop. You know I will. Michael, will you be returning to Animal Kingdom? You know it. Absolutely. You should do a trip to Disneyland. It's a lot of fun. I'm hoping to do it. I really hope the new Star Wars attractions are on track for 2019 release. Me too. My wife promised me I could go next year if it opens in 2019. It's very likely that it will. I would imagine that it will. You need more money. Yes, I do. Yeah, I do, but that's okay. I'm going to continue to grow with you here. You watching the videos helps me a tremendous amount. Watching them, liking them, commenting them, sharing them, they help so much, and doing that helps me so much, and I can't thank you enough for it. I really can't. That helps us go on more adventures. Michael, what is the Disney trip that was the most memorable? I don't know. I can't answer it. David, there are so many. I think the Christmas Eve with my family at Ohana, looking out at the Magic Kingdom, watching the fireworks in 2011, I think it was 2011. That was one of the most memorable. The river cruises by Disney look amazing, beyond pricey, but would love to experience it. Lewis, that's a bucket list item. We are going to try rope dropping Toy Story Land without fast passes, and I think my husband might be crazy. Well, if I'm there, if you see me there, come say hi. I'll be there with you. Hi, Michael. Just curious, are you and Michelle... David, only siblings? Yes, I'm the oldest. So, yes, I'm happy to answer. I'm the oldest, then David, then Michelle, and it's only us three. We're the only three siblings. As someone who has been there July 4th, does the park tend to fill up to capacity on July 3rd and 4th? Good question, Rebecca. No, not usually. The 4th, I usually get scared that it will fill up on the Magic Kingdom on the 4th, so I usually stay. But I think the only time it filled up on the 4th was 2016 when I went. And I think it was only for an hour or so. So it's not as big a deal. It's not as big a deal. How do you like your coffee? This is not coffee, it's tea, but the coffee is good. Oh, I like coffee with lots of cream and lots of sugar. Yeah, I like sweet beverages. What was your least favorite what was your least favorite Disney attraction? Least favorite Disney attraction. That is a very good question. Part of me wants to, Stitch, and I immediately say Stitch's Great Escape. That's the first thing that comes to mind. Part of me says yes to that, but a part of me is like, I like Stitch though. I don't want to say that for Stitch, and I don't know if I have a least favorite. I guess that's the one, but they're all good. I don't know. I'm glad you had a chance to jump on. Glad to see you. Least favorite Disney park? Oh, come on, Kate. This is not fair. I don't have a least favorite. Hollywood Studios doesn't have much going on right now, but Toy Story Land and Star Wars Galaxy's Edge are about to be there, so. How long have you been vlogging for? Alexis, I have been making videos since 2015, but I've been making videos with my family on like an old-fashioned video camera since when I was 6 years old. I've been into video for years, for a long, long time, and I've always been interested in it. I never really did it like this until recently, but it's a great experience. Who's your favorite character? Mickey Mouse. Figment's a close second. Michael, you should make a Disney cruise line crowd calendar. That might be tough. I have to figure that one out. By the way, your early morning seize the day. Get up and go. Excursions are on all of your trips are always great stuff. Motivational. I'm so glad to hear it. I'm glad. Yeah, life's too short. You got to seize the day. You got to enjoy it. I'm planning for my first Disney World trip. I'm going at the beginning of June for 10 days. Your trips and vlogs have been such a big help. Kristen, I think it's Kristen. Kristen, I'm so glad to hear that. I am so glad to hear that. Glad to hear that I've been a positive help for you. Mission Space, mostly because it replaces Horizons. I can understand that. I really can. Who gives the best hug? Daisy or Minnie? Minnie, in my opinion. Do you think Disney college program is worth it? I've never had the experience, but I've heard a lot of college program graduates or alumni who said it was fantastic. Absolutely loved it. So it's got to be for you. You've got to love Disney. You've got to have a passion for it. I kind of wish I had tried it. I kind of wish I had done it, but hindsight's 2020. So maybe I'll do other things with Disney in the future. If you had to choose no Disney World parks for a year. Wait, I got to read that comment. No Disney World parks for a year. For a Disney cruise, would you do it? For one Disney cruise? No. No. That's a toughie. I love Disney World. You're going to keep saying, Michael, which one is it? I can't do this. I can't answer that question. Which Disney World, Disney Cruise Line? I can't answer it. I'm sorry. I wish I could. I would love to, but I can't. I haven't been able to. Anyway, let me know if you have any other last-minute questions. I'll be happy to answer them for you. Great general live Q&A. Michael, was it meeting all the princesses? It was fun. And Belle and Tiana were two of the best on this cruise anyway. They were both... They were great. I loved them both. They did a great job. Michael, how was it? Would you like to see... Michael would love to see more cooking videos with your mom. Yeah, that was a special one for Thanksgiving. Maybe one day. Well, I'll ask her. Trying Park Hopper this next trip. Difficult. Planning was so difficult. I can understand that. I can totally understand that. And trying Park Hopper later on, after you've done a few trips, not a bad thing. Vicky, I wish your vlogs were around when I was planning my first Walt Disney World trip. Info is so helpful. Well, I'm glad that they're here now. Oh, that's so kind. I saw... Quentin, you're my favorite YouTuber. That means so much. It really does. Your double countdown idea is costing us a fortune as we live in the UK. Booked in September. I'm sorry, but I'm glad you're liking the double. I said thanks, so I hope you like it. Michael, if you found a woman that would be perfect and loved Universal, would you do it? Oh gosh, girlfriend issues. And loved everything about it, but she loved Universal. Would you be interested in her? I'm not. Oh my gosh, that's a very difficult question. It depends on the young lady. Very personal questions we're asking. That's okay. That's all right. I don't mind answering. I suppose I would like to show her the benefits of Disney World if she was really into Universal. I guess, does that mean I'd have to get into Universal? I don't think I could. I don't know. That's a toughie. You know what? That's a tough question. You know what? That question's good for like in the moment question. I have to answer that in the moment. Because I'm a Disney guy. I'm always going to be a Disney guy. I'm sorry. I wish I was doing all the other things. I'm a Disney guy. Sorry. Do you think you would ever do more pin videos? Like when you get back from your trip and show what pins you were trading? I can show you some right now that I got. Tiana's Place or California Grill? They're different. California Grill for the views. Tiana's Place for the fun, magical views. There's a Hollywood Studios one that I got from this past adventure. And I actually put a lot of them on the pinboard already. Glad I found your YouTube. Yes, I'm glad you did too. Really helpful for planning my first Disney cruise. I'm so glad, Lou. Take a look at Duffy right there. I miss Disney Quest even though I have never been. Quentin, well, I can tell you I miss it, and I've been before, and I miss it so much. Disney should make an Avatar-themed area in Edge on their ships. That's a good idea, too. I like that. Michael, name your 3 favorite Epcot rides. Oh, gosh. Soarin', Test Track. Can I say Illuminations? I kind of want to say Illuminations, just because I know that it's near the end, but you know what I mean? Like, there's... whatever. I just subscribed to your channel, and you're awesome, Maurice. I really appreciate it. Some pins for my last adventure. What is your favorite ride of all time at Disney? Right now, Kristen, it's Flights of Passage in Pandora. It's an amazing one. She's not perfect if she didn't love Disney. Easy. She's not perfect if she didn't love Disney. You know, I try not to judge people. Oh my gosh. That was actually a personal story. A couple of years ago, I dated a young woman who actually didn't like Disney at all. It didn't last long. No. Anyway, moving on. Always, I'm sorry. It's just funny. Always start in Mexico or Canada. Oh, Angela. I always start in Mexico and make my way to Canada. I've done the other way sometimes, but I always start from Mexico. Never be sorry for being a Disney guy. There you go. Crystal, I like it. I absolutely like it. Number 1, favorite Disney resort. If money wasn't an issue, Ashley, I would say Animal Kingdom Lodge, Kidani Village. Michael, what was the thing you were the most surprised by, positively or negatively, on the Disney Cruise Line? How much I loved it. How much I loved it and how relaxing it was, how much there was to do, how good the food was, how connected I felt with my family, and how much I loved Castaway Cay. Those are some of the big ones. Try not to judge and then laugh. How much do you spend on Disney pins in one trip? I spent over $150. I probably spend closer to $50. Thoughts on Illuminations? I love it. It's my favorite fireworks show of all time. Well, not of all time, but right now at Walt Disney. Well, maybe of all time. Is it? Maybe it is all time. Yeah, it's right up there. Illuminations is up there with, I think, all time. What was I just thinking? Right. So I was Illuminations, but they're great shows. They're great ones, and there's going to be a great one to replace it. I agree. Michael, perfect girl will be a Disney girl, no exceptions. We're talking into Michael's life here. Okay, I'm thinking. I'm sorry, I can't stop laughing. I'm thinking on to go on a Disney cruise next year for my birthday in June. Do you think it's a good time to book? Do you think I should book it this year? Yes, if you want to. I don't think it's a bad thing to book it early. Thanks for the answer. Really appreciate it. My pleasure. I start from Canada and make my way to Mexico. It's not a bad way to do it. Michael, how disconnected were you on your phone on the Disney Cruise Line? Super disconnected. I mean, literally, I didn't buy the internet package, and part of me is like, maybe I should, but I never want to, because I always want to be fully disconnected and appreciating the magic on a Disney cruise. So I'm probably never going to buy that internet package, but I love it. How is the Black Pearl? It's fantastic. That's the name of my car, by the way. I have a 2018 CRV. Love it. It is the best car ever. I love my CRV. If you could bring back a retired ride, what would it be? Figment, the old Figment ride. Love that one. Hi from Texas. I'm going to miss Illuminations so much. Really, really will. Anyway, we're going to start wrapping it up here. Thank you so much for being a part of the magic with me. Glad I can share it with you. We are embarrassing Michael. Really? You can't tell? But no, I love being able to share the magic with you. And I don't mind getting into the personal stuff. It's okay. Yeah, that's what it's all about. Michael, what are your thoughts if Disney I built an incredible themed area. Incredibles themed? I love Incredibles. I love Incredibles, so absolutely. Really hope they go above and beyond with a replacement for Illuminations. I feel like they will. I've seen a lot of good things about it. We'll see. I got a lot of compliments on my Waves of Disney button. I'm so glad when you were at Disney World. We had to cut our trip short one day because of the hurricane. I'm so sorry. Love pin trading, but moving on to collecting magic bands. I can understand that. Your videos help planning on Walt Disney World much easier. I'm so glad to hear that, George. Bye, everyone. Thank you so much for being a part of it with me today. It means a great deal that I can share some of it with you. Don't worry, we'll be back next weekend with another live stream on Saturday, 11 a.m. Standard Time. Bye from Toronto. Bye there. Bye from this area. I'm glad I could share it with you. Thanks again. Have an absolutely wonderful weekend. Love the questions, by the way. I don't mind those questions. Always happy to answer them for you. Until next time, have an absolutely magical day. I'll see you real soon.